Welcome to SoundON, the place to play, listen and talk about music. I'm Katie Owen and today we're joined by Proletariat. We're going to be hearing a few of their tracks and chatting to them all about it. So, tell us, who are you and what do you do?
So I'm James Cummins, and I'm the frontman and rhythm guitarist.
So we've just heard Losing Control is a Beautiful Thing. Could you tell us about that song?
Yeah, it's one of our most recent singles, and I think I just wanted to portray the message that it's a good thing to celebrate all things weird and wonderful, and you know, like, we don't always have to fit into a lane or fit into a box. Freedom of expression and for people to really be themselves. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell, really. Just don't hold back and be true to yourself, and I think that's what we wanted to achieve through that. So
I love that. Don't Turn Out the Lights. Could you tell us about that song?
I think it's just very much a straight up rock and roll tune. It sort of looks back to where we first started as a band and the scene we were coming out into. It's very much a live tune. Obviously, we've done it in the studio, and that was a live take. Like, we sort of just, what you hear is what you get, and it is what it is. Yeah, and we wanted it to be raw, you know, like raw power, sort of the Stooges again.
Do you write all your own songs?
Yeah, yeah, it's all originals.
So it all comes from personal?
Yeah, especially the lyrics for me. Like, I think I sort of really try and spend a lot of time crafting it. You know, I won't sort of stop until I'm really happy with it, and then we all write as a full band most of the time. The singles that we sort of released, especially recently after coming back from our break and coming out of lockdown and stuff, it sort of really allowed us to stop and look at ourselves and be like, who are we and what do we want to say? I think Don't Turn Out the Lights is it almost just trying to remind ourselves that having confidence is a good thing, and you know, when times are tough, keep pushing through.
What have you got coming up for this year? What's in the pipeline?
I think the main one is obviously our big headline show at Grilla in Manchester.
Ooh, when is that?
That's Saturday, the 21st of May.
Get down to Gorilla.
So yeah, it's our biggest headline show.
That's a great venue.
Yeah, I've seen so many great bands there, going back from way back when, like Spectre, Fontaine's DC, Cabbage. It's a space we've always aimed to get to. You know, another great venue in Manchester is the Deaf Institute.
Yeah.
And we played that in 2018 on the back of a Cabbage tour. We sold that one out, and we did it again September 2021, sold that out. It just felt like the right next step, and it feels like we're pushing ourselves forward, because there's not many venues in Manchester that sort of bridge the gap between Deaf and Gorilla.
So is there any other Manchester venues that are on your bucket list to play, or would you say Gorilla is?
I think for me, looking back when I was sort of a teenager, really throwing myself into live music, Gorilla holds a very special place. As great as it is, and it is an amazing venue, we're looking way beyond that as well, you know, looking at like the Ritz, the Academies, the Apollos, not just in Manchester, either nationwide and beyond, hopefully.
Worldwide, baby.
That's where we want to be, so yeah.
Any new music coming out?
Yeah, we've got quite a lot, really. We've already got the next single in the bag, ready to go, and it's once again unlike anything we've put out before, and it's probably my favourite song that we've ever done.
Ooh, exciting.
So I won't give too much away, but yeah, expect something a little bit different again. And then we probably sat on a bank of like 7 or 8 new songs. Some are like fully finished and ready to record. I think we've got to the stage now where, for some reason, when we first started, we were sort of labelled as a punk band, which was cool with us, but we felt like we sort of crossed a lot more boundaries than that.
So what would you say?
I mean, it's hard to say.
It's hard to fit one category, isn't it?
And I think that's what I like the most about the band. I don't think you can put it in a box. I think we sort of, you know, cross those lines and we flow between
elements
different styles. Yeah, I think
that's cool.
We've got some songs that are really mellow and sort of, you know, acoustic-y bass, and we have got the rock and roll tunes as well. And I think the songs that we are sat on at the minute span that whole spectrum, which is quite exciting for us. Keep people on the toes, you know.
Yeah, we look forward to it. So the final track we're going to hear now is You're Free to Be As We Are. Could you tell us about that one?
Yeah, I think on a personal level, again, it's probably one of my favourites. It's the song itself, like the lyrics are quite contradictory, and that's what we wanted to do. So I think the overall message in that is that we are, you know, in the title, You're Free to Be As We Are. It almost like looks into society's message to go and express yourself. But then on the flip side, on the contrary, we sort of expected to fit in these boxes and sort of stay in these lanes.
Yeah.
It just points the finger at the way society's set up and the messages we're told to believe and buy into, and it's, you know, it sort of poses the question, well, which one is it? So you take that message, you know, you fuel it with a big riff, all these melodies, and this sort of this Be Here Now-esque huge chorus and sort of instrumental for the outro, and it just becomes this huge song instrumentally and lyrically, and I think it sort of celebrates what we're about as a band really well, like it's meaningful reflections. Yeah, it just points the finger at the people at the top, really.
I feel like it'd be a good, you know, good inspiration for anyone in the teenage years or anyone growing up. What advice would you give to yourself, your teenage self?
Keep going for it. You know, if you think something's worthwhile and you believe in it, have the confidence to go and take that and grasp it with both hands. I think it's hard for a teenager to sort of, or you know, a young person to really know where they're at and where they want to be going, which is also fine. You know, not everyone does. I definitely didn't at the time.
No.
But I think if you know, instinctively feel like something's right, to pursue that.
Yeah, that's lovely. Thank you for chatting to us, James.
Thank you for having us.
And thanks for the band for playing. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to SoundON for more just like this.